It's official. I hate my RV. I'm just kidding. But if you own an RV, just know this. You're going to have at least 1 to 2 projects a year. At least.
It's like a home.
It's like a home, yeah. I agree with that. And this project here is one that, you know, I've been blessed. Because I have never had this problem. And of course, well, now I have the problem. One of my cable slides, or cables I should say, not slides. One of my cables on my slide decided to literally just go AWOL. As you can see right here. It is not good. Look at that. That looks terrible. And I have no idea how that happened, guys. And so now we are left to fix it. So I did order a new cable. I watched a few videos online, and so I will just tell you right now, I'm not doing a how-to video because this is the type of project that I don't really understand how these slides work. And I've watched 100 videos, I still don't know how these slides work. I know how they work, I just don't know how to explain how they work. So all I know is there's 8 cables, and you have basically 2 on the inside on each side, and you have 2 on the outside on each side. This piece here, I've already undone. And so I see the pulley system down there. And so I just need to somehow figure out a way to get it through that pulley system, because I did notice that they do give you supplies with this kit. Where is that? Oh, yeah, it's right here. So I think these are called monkey fingers right here. That little black wire looking thing right there. But as you guys just saw, my cable that came with the RV is just destroyed, so I can't even use it. So I got to figure out a way to get that cable on the inside from the outside and somehow manage to get it up there, which once I get it through that pulley system, it should be pretty easy at that point. But it's just not going to be easy, guys, because it's not a lot of room. And thank God it happened on this side of the slide, because on this side, if you have to run anything through, I mean, I don't know how you would get back there, but I guess you'd have to take all this off. All this off. Like, oh my gosh, like, we gotta get rid of this thing, girl.
No.
I'm just kidding. We might be getting rid of this thing. I think it'd be worth mentioning this early on. So I did use these to cut the cable. They will get the job done, but it makes the ends very prickly. These I got off Amazon. I try to support, you know, my businesses local, but they don't have good cutters for those types of cables. This is the one you're going to need. And believe it or not, it's not that big. And when you go to cut, this thing cuts it very easily, holding it with one hand, and it cuts it nice and clean. So this is what you're going to need to cut that cable, guys. That right there. Do not buy this. And what else? I did actually buy my cable off of Amazon. I do get a small commission. I will put it in the description below, these cutters and the cable that I got for my RV. They should be pretty universal. It's BAL Accuslide. There's another design that they have that you have to be careful of because the cable orientation is a little different. But yeah, definitely get these cutters. Get a big size crimper and you should be good to go. I don't have a tool that I recommend, so I'm not gonna give you one. So maybe just do some research on crimpers. I would say steel crimpers might be a good one, and it probably would have to be bigger than what you're seeing here. So I would get something really heavy duty because I was able to use a tool that I had, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, how long did it just take to do that just now?
Like 30 minutes.
We haven't even done anything yet, guys. So I was able to get this cable through the pulley system down below. So if you're doing this for the first time, you're not going to hear this online because a lot of people don't talk about it. Down below, to run this cable through from the outside to the inside, because that's how you're going to have to do this, there's 2 pulleys. This pulley is going to have a cable, and then the one that I'm missing down below is obviously that's where I need to run the cable through. The first time I did this, I got both cables down below jumbled together, so I had to pull it all out and start all over again. So with that being said, find a way to get either some cable for the inside to run out there, but good luck getting it through that pulley system, guys. I'm just being honest with you, because once you get through that pulley system,
you have to fish it outside. That's why they say if your cable does break, hopefully it's on the outside of the RV broken, so that way you can run the new cord or cable through with the old one, and then that way you don't have to take so much time to get it through. I was able to do it, thank God. I'm serious when I say this, guys. Like, that was freaking hard. My hands, like, well, you can't see the blood now, but my hands were bleeding because of the cables, but I got it through. So now I gotta get through this pulley here, and down below there's like a bar right there. You see that bar there at the very top? I wish I could show it to you better, but there's a bar right here. This bar is pretty much the exact same down there. You have to run that cable through down there, so I had to bend this up like that. You see I put 2 bends in here. There's one, like, you can't really see it because I put electrical tape right here, but there's a bend here and there, so when you push it through from the outside to the inside, and then you have to push it with a lot of force to push it upwards, and you might be able to get it like I did, but I'm serious when I say this, it's hard. Like, yeah, it took us 30 minutes just to do that, and we're probably 20% done. Yeah, we still got some ways to go. My wife, you're ready to buy a new RV too, aren't you? She's like, you know, if we can get that other RV, let's go ahead and finish this out. We have to go pick up the kids?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and just see if I can get this cable through here, and then I'll show you guys a few more things here, and then I'll show you some other things that I've done to the RV. So there's something I just fixed on the driver's side. We had a flat tire back in 2022, and so I finally got around to fixing that insulation, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys some footage there really quickly, and then we'll continue with the video. If you are thinking about fixing your own insulation, if you get a flat tire, this purple insulation I got from Home Depot is perfect. This is what it's called. So this should be enough insulation for the rig. They basically use that white stuff right there. So I'm gonna double up on it here because it's like the perfect like thickness. So I can put 2 of them in here, and then I'm gonna fill this area in probably with the white foam again, just because it's just a small hole. I'm gonna cut all this up, and then I'm gonna use this wood. I'm gonna bolt it into the frame. I think, well, actually this is some of the railing on the RV, and then some of the hangers right there, and this should hold up. I'm going to spray paint the wood obviously black, that way it doesn't rot or anything like that, and it should hold up for as long as RV is being used. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why the manufacturers don't just make this area stronger, especially when they put those cheapo tires on there. And that's the first thing I would do if you are buying a rig. Just go ahead and upgrade your tires. Don't even wait for it, just get it done. So this is the finished product here. That tape is really, really strong stuff. I've probably already put about 500 miles on the RV since I've done this upgrade, because I took it down to Moab, and solid. The wood should hold up if the tire were to explode, although I did upgrade all my tires to Goodyear Endurance, and these tires are not as prone to those types of blowouts. So hopefully if I keep this RV long enough, we'll see how this holds up. Okay, so it's been a couple days. I had to go buy some more tools. So you guys, hopefully you can see right there, I do have now the cable ran through both pulley systems. All I have to do now is connect it back here, but I'm not done yet. I still have to cut down this cable, and yeah, there's a few more things that you're gonna have to do. Like, I'm gonna have to crimp, where is it at? Let me just pull everything out so you guys can see what else I have to do. So here's the rest of the parts here. So there's not a lot that you have to do, but this is the new part here. Because the old cable broke, you have to use this, loop it through here, and then you're gonna have to crimp this guy with the cable up top, and then this secures this here. And this goes outside. I basically have to use this one because on the outside where the cable attaches onto the slide out, my other one is pretty beat up. So I gotta go find my wife. You're gonna need 2 people to do this, and I just have to finish pulling this cable all the way through, but I need to go outside and just make sure it doesn't come undone, and then once it's secure, we'll put this in. So yeah, this is not an easy job. I bought this today to see if I could use this for crimping, and I don't know if it's gonna work, guys. I mean, there's not a lot of tools around crimping, especially for this type of heavy job. I mean, this isn't, I mean, this is like what? I don't know if this is steel or what, aluminum. But yeah, I have to crimp, and then I bought these wire cutters today too,
these are okay. I mean, these aren't the best things, but there's just not a lot of tools that I can find close by without having to drive 20-30 minutes out my way. So for today, I just got what I could, and hopefully we can get this done, because this has been sitting in my driveway for over a week, and I know I'm going to tick off my neighbor, so I really want to get this done. You know, when I bought this RV, I told them I didn't want the warranty because I wanted to learn how to fix my RV. So when things happened, I wanted to be able to fix it. And I've been able to do that for the most part. I've had a lot of help too, but I've replaced a lot of things in this RV. And I will tell you, next time I buy an RV, I'm having a warranty. It ain't gonna be a question. I'm just gonna get it. I'm not gonna even think about it, because this was hard. And listen, if this side of my slide cables break, I can't do these by myself, because you have to pull off this entire, you know, trim piece. And I mean, yeah, I just wouldn't know how to get back there, guys. And this is even worse. Like, look at this. You probably won't be able to see. It's just, I couldn't even get my hand back there to even run the cables through that slide. I mean, it would be hell. On that side, it's worse. And so if someone ever asks me, hey, could you help me fix my cables on my RV, I might give you the bird, just being honest with you straight up. I would probably just be really mean to you, because I won't do this again. And next time I buy an RV, I'm getting a warranty. You know, I told them I didn't want that warranty, because I'll just fix it when it happens. And I'm not going to lie to you, I regret every day not buying that warranty. And the biggest thing is, I'm just sick and I'm getting over the flu. So I have to get this done, because it's time for me to move this RV. And that's why I think I'm so ticked off. Is this was not a hard job. It was just time consuming, and it was just more meticulous work. So all I can tell you is, if you're looking to buy an RV, just get a warranty. Like, don't be like me. I made out for sure, because by this time my warranty had already been up. So yeah, you live and you learn. I mean, I learned a lot with RVs. Like, there's a lot of stuff I can actually fix. I mean, I would have never known how to do this had my slide been under warranty, right? So I was pretty lucky. Now, one thing that I've seen online is you can install rollers. If you are getting an RV brand new from the factory, you could just have the dealership install them. They probably might even do it complimentary. You just have to buy the parts. They might charge you labor. Don't let me tell you wrong. They might charge you labor, but it'd be the best couple $100 you spent if it doesn't already have the rollers. So just make sure, if you are buying an RV brand new, have them install those rollers, because I've heard that those rollers help make those cables come out a lot smoother, and it should help extend the life of those cables. So those rollers aren't that expensive. And I'm pretty much done here. I'm just going to show you guys the finished product, and then if I screwed anything up, if I push the slide in and out, we'll see if it messes up. So yeah, let me go ahead and crimp this thing, and we'll see. By the way, this crimper ain't big enough, but it's gonna have to work, because I ain't going nowhere else to buy no parts. There's no one out there that has a bigger crimper than this. This is the biggest one. They had a hydraulic one. It was like $100. I'm like, I'm not buying that. So we'll figure it out. The job is complete. I had to retighten it one last time. I retracted, extended a couple more times, checked it. It was nice and secure. I gotta tell you guys a funny story. I wasn't gonna tell you this because it's very embarrassing. So my wife couldn't help me, and I decided to be an idiot and do this by myself. So me rushing and me being the person I am, I crimped the cable too short. So I had to restart the whole process. I had to cut the new cable that I just bought, although it was only $20. Had to buy a new one. They overnighted it, which was nice. So I had to basically start over, but I was able to use the monkey fingers, which made the job a lot easier the second time around. And now I'm actually an expert at doing the cable-driven slides, but I'm still not going to help you if you ask me. I will give you the bird like I told you in the video. But if you're going to do this, make sure you have the right tools. Make sure you get a bigger crimper. You need something that can crimp steel, because what I had, it worked, but I had to really I probably broke the tool, honestly, because I really had to step on that thing to get that thing crimped. So it's all done. I'm super happy that this is over with. And now I just have to pray no more of my cables break.